Good morning. Today we're here at Target. We're going to go in, check out some of the prices, some of the things you guys have asked about, and check the shelves. Let's get to it. So I wanted to check out the ball mason jars. We've been getting a lot of comments on these lately, and a lot of people not being able to find them. So I wanted to point these out. I do know that the 12 pint, the 16 ounce jars here were ones that somebody was looking for. They do sell these at Target. They are $10.49 for 12 of them. So yeah, they do have some of the food saver machines here too. We have seen better deals on these, and they have a lot of the like vacuum sealer rolls. They did have a sale on these at Kroger too. These can get kind of expensive with prices kind of going through the roof lately, and you know, we've been noticing a lot of empty shelves around our city too. There is a lot of cheese missing. I mean, this is usually completely full. Yeah, I mean, it's like it's happening all over again. They do have Sargento here too for $5. That's a pretty good deal. We've been seeing a lot of Sargento on sale lately. They do have a good amount of sliced cheeses here. The Good and Gather brand's pretty good. Here's some of the Claussen pickles that some people were asking about. We have had trouble finding these. We did see them at Walmart the other day too, and the Kroger Marketplace, but not the other Krogers that we go to. And they are pretty low on a lot of stuff. I mean, Target has been doing a pretty decent job of staying full, but I don't know, this is a lot lower than it was the last time we were here. We got some comments on the Armor, however you say that, the little Lunchable packets. $1.19 here. We saw they were 10 for 10 at Kroger. So if you like those, they're $1 a piece right now. Also, this is a little cheaper on the Lunchables. Of course, they don't have many. $1.99 here, $2.19 at Kroger. We've been getting more and more comments about yogurt too. You know, we saw this a few months ago where yogurt was kind of going away. We noticed a lot of dairy products were too. They do have the Oikos, which somebody asked about, and the Giovanni here at Target. And that's part of the reason why we're here, just to show that it is another option. If a lot of stores start, you know, missing a lot of the stuff that you get on a regular basis, Target is another option. And they do have some of the biscuits that somebody asked about. Coming back here to the milk here, it's looking too familiar. We saw a couple weeks ago they were loaded down on milk. They had plenty of the Ryder milk, which we got a lot of comments on. Only $4.59 here. We've seen this over $5 in other places. The Good and Gather brand is still okay, vitamin D $2.99. Wow, they got two price tags on it. $1.99, so I guess it went up to $2.99. That's probably what it was. They got a $1.89 here. Target's a little funny with some of these stickers. Like we've noticed that a lot of prices have been wrong. They do have price scanners all over the place to find out what the price is. They have to give it to you what the sticker is. But we also noticed that they have very low on the half and half. They do have the Dairy Pure, which actually is a pretty decent price. This big one here for $1.99, $1.29 for the smaller one. And we had some comments about heavy whipping cream. They do have it here. A lot of people have been saying that it's been missing in some of your stores across the country. Like I said, Target is another option. Different coffee mates and different creamers. You know, it's kind of looked like this at Target here for a while, but it's good to see they're starting to get their coffee mate back in. This was one that we got a lot of comments on. Also, we've gotten a lot of comments on orange juice lately. Mostly different juices like cranberry juice, grape juice, stuff like that. But a couple people have mentioned orange juice. We haven't had that big of an issue. They do have some here at Target, but it's definitely a lot less than it was a couple weeks ago. So there's been another run on Philadelphia cream cheese lately. We've been getting a lot of comments that you're having trouble finding cream cheese again. You know, we saw this a few months ago. It's like the same products that were leaving the stores a few months ago. We're seeing the same things again. They have some here, but it usually extends out to here. It's usually stacked. They do have the Good and Gather, but as you can see, this is getting lower too, probably because it's a little bit cheaper. We've seen Philadelphia cream cheese go as high as $2.99 a block now. $2.19 here, so a little cheaper. And they do have some butter. It's another issue. We've been getting comments on butter too. Now the Land O'Lakes is $5.19 at Kroger for the 4-pack, $4.99 here, so a little cheaper. And they're basically running out of eggs. Oh, need to get rid of that one, I guess. But yeah, they're still the same price, $1.59. wait a minute, is this another sticker? 18 count, $1.89. Okay, so you get the 18 count for $1.89 or the 12 count for $1.59, which is funny because that is up from 95 cents not that long ago. It was still less than $1 for a carton of eggs, but not no more. That's still a pretty good price though, because we've been seeing eggs skyrocket lately. We're at Target, and you don't feel like going to another store. You know, this right here, this is 32 ounces, 2 pounds of meat, $10.99, making that about $5.50 a piece, $5.50 a pound, which we've seen Kroger, even for this is 80/20. It's close to the same price as it is at Kroger, and we've tried this hamburger before, only if you don't want to go to another store or if you can't find a better deal. That's pretty good hamburger. We've tried that before, pretty good. We made a meatloaf with this a while back when we just didn't feel like going to somewhere else. They do have the Johnsonville brats for $5.59. These are $6.49 at Kroger right now, and you know, they do have some deals here at Target. I don't know about this chicken though. $1.99 a pound for Tyson. Only got a couple packs there. They never have too much as far as like produce and meats go at Target, but yeah, them bone-in pork chops don't look too bad. $4.79 a pound, a little pricey, but again, you know, if you with the gas prices the way it is it really worth going to another store to save that dollar? That's kind of where we're at right now. They do have some of the other Johnsonvilles, the jalapeno cheddar, the better with cheddar, $4.49, which that's actually a pretty decent deal because we've seen that as high as $5.49 at some other stores. So we've got some breakfast options. I didn't have any of this the other week, so it's good to see they got some of this coming in. They do have their bacon for a little cheaper, but again, if you have a question, I would just take a picture of the price because that looks awful low priced. Did want to show that they are out of a lot of bread. They only have some of the sweet Hawaiian rolls. Now they have more bread in the aisles, which we'll get to here in a little bit, but this is some more of their fancier baked bread. One thing is for sure, if you're having trouble finding paper towels, which we've gotten some comments on toilet paper and paper towels, I don't know if Target has some deal worked out with Bounty, but they carry more Bounty than anybody else. I don't know. I think some contracts that stores do are a little better deal. Not really as far as prices. This is 2 big rolls, $6.79. Now it says triple roll, so I mean they are pretty big. Wow, I mean that's $3.35 a piece. That's crazy. You know, but they do got it, and they do have their Up and Up brand. Let's see. So 2 of these triple rolls, $4.99. So I don't know, $1.80 cheaper, but still expensive. But all this is still more expensive than even Kroger. Wanted to check out the Cottonelle. Somebody said that their prices had just gone up on the Cottonelle. $25.99 for 30 mega rolls. That seems a bit extreme. I remember when this was $20. It's been a while since we usually go to Sam's Club for toilet paper and paper towels because it's way cheaper. But yeah, they do have a good amount here. We've been getting comments that toilet paper and paper towels have been going out the door again in some stores, so just wanted to point this out. So we have gotten a couple comments on Eggos. We have been seeing these go out the door. However, Target does have some. We've been seeing it empty pretty much everywhere, and right next door here we have the Uncrustables, which, yeah, I don't know. These seem to be hit or miss pretty much all the time. We used to get a lot of comments on these, and then they started coming back in. Now they're going away again. We've got some more comments. Just wanted to point it out. They are still the same price. They do still have some of the Stouffer's family size meals here at Target. However, these did go up. These were $8.99. They were $8.79, went up to $8.99. Now they're $9.39. Man, that's just ridiculous. $8.59 for the family size at Kroger. So a little cheaper there. Most importantly, they got them. We get a lot of comments on the lasagna and other Stouffer meals. Chicken and broccoli pasta, somebody said was really good. And they got some of the bigger ones here. Basically the same price as Kroger. A few cents more, $15.89 for like the tray here. So they are fairly low on the Thomas bagels here. They do have the English muffin still, Lots of bread missing. Kind of makes me wonder if they're getting it in. A lot of things have not been coming back in. We saw at Kroger the other day where it was very low. A lot of empty shelves there. And, just wanted to come here to see what it looks like, because that's kind of what was happening. A few months ago, when we started seeing Kroger missing a lot of products, not long after that, we would see Target missing a lot of products because people were coming here to try and find some of the things they couldn't find at some of the other stores. So another major recall has hit Jif peanut butter. Jif peanut butter completely gone, completely empty. They have taken all of them off the shelves. Boy, I'll tell you what, it is just absolutely crazy with all these recalls going on. With the baby food, the peanut butter now. I mean, what's next? This is just crazy. And, man, I mean, they have wiped Jif clean. Somebody left this in the comments. Thank you for letting me know. Wanted to point that out. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Crazy. So I'm not really too sure, but it looks like they condensed their spaghetti even more than they had before. We know that it extended out to here before. Now I'm trying to remember, because I thought that they had the ketchup over further and this extended here, which was still smaller, but this is a very tiny section. Now maybe they're just not getting a lot of spaghetti in. But they do still have spaghetti for under $1 here. 95 cents for the Good and Gather. We tried it. It is actually really good. And they do have ketchup. $2.79 for that one. $2.79 for both. I don't know. Some of these prices at Target, you really do have to kind of check. Make sure you check when you're paying for your stuff to make sure you're getting it for the price that it is on the sticker. Like this, for those who have been watching for a while, know that this is not the price of Progresso soup. These are actually $1.99, but they still have it on here for $1.49. I don't know what's going on. Somebody have requested that I check out some of the Mexican foods. We have seen tortillas low at Kroger. We've getting a lot of comments that tacos, we were a few months ago, we couldn't find these anywhere. Couldn't find any hard tacos. They weren't coming in. They do have a lot of the different options, organic options, refried beans. Good and Gather, we've gotten some good comments on the Good and Gather brands. And they have some of the Goya down here, some of the Goya beans. Got some sauces here. They got the rice-a-roni. I'm not sure if it's still on sale, but it was $1 a box at Kroger, $1.19 here. So they are definitely not getting the rice in. We've seen where these have been kind of going away here at Target. The reason why I know that is because this box was empty over here. I mean, I can't imagine in the last couple of weeks that they've sold this much. They might have, and that would be mostly if it's actually $2.19. We've seen this as $2.49 at Kroger for one bag of the Ben's Original Ready Rice, and $2.39 at Meijer. So if people are more aware and know that they're going to pay $2.49 and at Kroger, $2.39 at Meijer, well, then they know when they come to Target they can get it for $2.19. A lot of people love the Ben's Ready Rice. We get a lot of comments on it, and every time I'm at the store I see people buying it up. Even for $2.49 a piece at Kroger, I always see a lot in people's carts. So maybe they are coming here and buying it up. So they do have plenty of salt, but as you can see here, like I've been saying in pretty much every video, everywhere we go, it just seems like a lot of spices are hard to come in. Now they do have the salt shaker and pepper shaker thing that somebody was asking about, the grinders. I mean, it is what it is. I don't expect Target to ever carry too much, but when you go to Kroger and it's near wiped out, yeah, I mean, that's kind of shocking at first, but it is what it is. Also on a lot of the rice, usually this is completely full here at Target. They do have some of the dry beans down here, empty here. They do have some of the jasmine rice here, the Good and Gather, $2.59. We've had a lot of people say they haven't been able to find the jasmine rice, so I wanted to point that out. So they do have some of the Good and Gather vegetables here. They got the green beans, canned vegetables, 59 cents a can, and the corn. That's a pretty good deal. And they sell Del Monte here pretty much for the same price at Kroger. Kroger's was $1.50 a can. Now, for a lot of them, they went down to $1.29, but for some of the Del Monte cans at Kroger, they're still $1.39. So, it's those prices keep going up and down, and they do have some of the organic Good and Gather, different like chickpeas, green beans, $1.19 a can. So a little more pricey than these, but at least they have them. A lot of people have been talking about pickle shortages. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like Target probably really sells much anyway. They do have some of the bigger kosher dills down here, but you can see that it doesn't look like they're getting them in. They do have the large ripe olives here. Somebody was asking about olives, saying that they haven't been able to find the big ones, the ones that aren't cut. The pitted olives here, $1.29 a can from Target. And they have some of the big queen olives too. Somebody said that Sam's Club was going to stop selling the queen olives. We have a couple jars of them stored away, but I love these olives from Sam's Club, so I don't know. I hope they keep them. We do have some of the Quaker Oats down here. Somebody had mentioned the Good and Gather Quick Oats, how they were really good. $1.79 for the small thing of them here, but $2.59. Wait a minute, is that the 42 ounce? Yep, 42 ounces. So you get this big 42 ounce thing for $2.59. That's about the same price as it is at Aldi now for theirs. So they do have the old fashioned oats too for $2.59, which we've got some comments on. We've been hearing a lot of places across the country have been having trouble with Ritz crackers again. Boy, shocking. You know, it's one thing that was hard to find there forever. $3.49 a box here. We see they went up to $3.59 at Kroger. And the Cheez-Its. So we haven't seen much of a problem with Ritz or Cheez-Its yet, but if you're seeing it, we're probably going to see it eventually too. $3.29 for the regular size box of Cheez-Its. And they do have different variety. The only ones I've seen at Kroger lately, it doesn't look like they've been getting a lot of the different varieties. They've mostly just been getting the regular Cheez-Its. Okay, so we came back to where the baby formula normally is, and they have completely filled it up with water. There is some Similac, Alimentum. That's it. They have a sign here, of course, you know, big. I don't know. That's crazy. Why fill this up with all this water? I don't know. I guess you got to do something with it. But, yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so Jessica just brought up an interesting point. I don't know. This is nursery purified water. Maybe something to dilute. What did you say?
Like to water down the formula to make it last longer. I don't know if that's what it is.
Okay.
I was just kind of assuming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I had heard that's what people were doing.
I'll tell you what, if you guys know what this is for, let us know down in the comments. Really curious, because they have this in replacement of all the baby formula because of the massive shortage. This is crazy looking. They need to fix this. Well, guys, I know it was a short trip to Target today, but just wanted to check some of the things, see what they're getting in, what they're not, check some of the shelves, because a lot of things have been flying off the shelves around here lately. But yeah, this is crazy with the baby formula. Hopefully they get it fixed here at some point. Guys, thank you so much for watching. With all that being said, I am out, and always remember the adventure is out there.